Welcome, everyone. We are live, and I am so excited to have you all. Hello. I see already beautiful women, incredible human beings from around the world. Welcome, everyone, to the Mission Million Blueprint Masterclass. Today is a pre start, and I wanted to do this call to invite more women to join us to invite you to share some of our incredible 5-day masterclass with other women from your community who could be interested in working on their own up leveling and also being with us in this incredible movement that we are creating. So let me know where you're connecting from. I want to welcome you, and let me know if you meet me for the first time and that you are the first inside our beautiful Bal Method word. I see Sana. Sana, so good to have you with us. Hello, hello. Hello, Hanan. Hello, Kati. Hello, Hajar. Hello, Nadia. Hello, everyone. So welcome. And I'm so excited to have you. I know that we will be connecting from all around the world. You know that this masterclass, Mission Million, comes right after the summit that we organized on March 8th. And during that summit, we were 100 women, actually, we were 200 women, and we were representing more than 100 countries from around the world. Yes, 100 countries. Could you believe that? We were all connected from all around the world with our lights spreading all over the planet and with one focus, which is elevating each other, which is creating an impact, and which having a mission that can impact millions. So welcome, Sana. I'm so happy you can be with us. So this is a new level. Pramila from Nepal. Oh, Nepal is in the house as well. We're so happy. Welcome, my dear. So honored to have you with us. So there is a new level of conversation happening right now, a conversation about women, not just participating in business, but building, leading, and shaping economies. And when I say shaping economies, it's really in every fashion and every way that you actually are owning it. Dr. Pauline, you're with us from Las Vegas. I try to really choose a time where we can have all the way from Asia. So we have Nepal with us in the house. We have India as well with us in the house. And we can also capture some of the incredible women on the Americas. And so this is why this 3 p.m. seems to be right. So please pencil it down. We will be meeting every day starting from Wednesday. And trust me, you're going to be transformed. There will be something shifted in you. But one thing is for sure, you will have the tools that you can use for yourself, and you can also use as a vocabulary, as a way of thinking to uplevel all the community that you are leading. So what I have seen working with high-level women across the world is that the gap is not talent. It's not ambition. It's not even opportunity. The gap is mindset. It's the structure. It's the ability to lead at scale. It's being able to say, okay, I am leading the way at this stage, at this framework, at this level, but how can I scale it? How can I hold the space where it's scaled? And we want leaders like you to be able to speak to hundreds, thousands, and millions, because your voice matter. And your voice matter not just the community around you, but actually to around the world. Like we speak in here and we are connected from Nepal, women in Nepal, women in India, women in Europe, women in Africa, women in Americas. And we speak the same language, which is a language of wanting good, sharing love, doing what we do with excellence, with true excellence, loving what we do, and finding what we love in what we do. And this is going to be the spirit of this masterclass. So today we are opening that conversation. So it is more than just a live, it is a moment where you decide, are you here to build something small, or you are here to build something that truly matters, to build something that, if it is important for you, for me, for the other person, for the person around you, it matters to thousands of the same and millions of us. So because Mission Millions is not about money. It really is not about money. Even though sometimes I write, it's like you can make a multi-million-dollar business. Yes, but it's not, the focus is not about money. It's about becoming the women who can hold a mission that impact millions. And today we begin that shift. So I want to hear, I want to feel some emoji. Are you ready? I want to see yeses. Are you ready to become that woman who can hold a mission that impact millions? I want to see yeses. I want to see you standing for who you are, for the leadership you are here to embody, for the mission that you know you have a role to play. Yes, I see Miriam. Miriam, I know, and I'm loving your entrepreneurship journey. You are incredible. I salute you and send you so much love. So now, before we go any further, I want you to make a decision. You're not here just to listen. I really want you to step into your next level and to do it, play full in. And you will be receiving a workbook tomorrow, between today and tomorrow. So just make sure you register so that you can be with us and have it. Yes, Kathy. So if you're not registered with us inside the masterclass, you can still do it. It's balmethod.com/bal. Share it as well around you so that we can have more women join us. Sana, if you are not registered so that you receive your workbook, you can just do it inside the link. It's balmethod.com/bal. I'm going to ask the team also to drop it on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and also on Instagram so that I can pin it on the top. So, my name is Dr. Hind, and I will be your host for this Mission Million Masterclass. For those who know me, I'm so happy. We're friends and we are sisters from around the world. It's an honor for me to see you and to have you with us today. Thank you, Hanan. Can you please also drop the link so that they can registered with us? It's balmethod.com/bal, where you can just put your name and email. If you want to also share your phone, if you want to receive WhatsApp or SMS, just email so that you receive your workbook. But please make sure you check the spam. Sometimes these emails go to spam and we think we didn't receive anything, but it's there. So please go ahead and check your spam, check your undelivered emails, check maybe publicity, and make sure that you have it and you found your workbook as well. Because I'm going to follow it and it's going to be something that you can keep for you and you can always go back to when there is doubt that creeps in, or when you're not sure if you're going towards the right direction, when sometimes you need a boost, you need some more energy. So my name is Dr. Hind, and I've been doing this. I've been completely focused on human behavior, female leadership, and women empowerment so that they can create wealth in their business, in their life, and they can become a channel for it. I've been doing that for the past 6 years. Actually, I started exactly my first program in July 2021. So we will be having our first 5 years in July. So, and back in July in 2021, it was called Build Your Legacy. So, and I was just inviting women that I know from my own network to come and join us. So it was mostly words of mouth. That's the mastermind. Hannah, can you just also drop the masterclass, which is balmethod.com/bal, and so that they can also register and be part of us. And that would be speaking about the mastermind. So thank you for sharing. I will come to that. So, and I created my first programs where I had them both in French and in English. So I had women from different part of the world. We had like a 6 weeks program and it was repeating itself. And it was really nice. And at that time, my focus was mainly on mindset, on reprogramming, on helping women think differently. But if I am honest, I was also creating it for myself, truly, because I needed to be able to program myself, repeat this each time I was running the program, each time I felt stronger. Every time I was teaching it, every time I felt elevated. And something shifted in me. And I understood that more you elevate others, more you get to elevate yourself. Because we're never done creating what we want to be. We're never done becoming the best version of who we are, because every time we discover like, I wish I did this better. I wish I understood this better. And so in this journey that we're stepping into all together, we are in an energy of continuous evolution, of continuous growth, of continuous development. And the moment you stay aligned with that energy, it's how you get it amplified and it helps you elevate to places you don't even knew possible. But when we feel like, okay, I'm good, I don't have time for this, maybe later, maybe that's like, what are you doing? You block yourself. You keep yourself stagnating in one space. And then you're like, why am I not motivated? then you're like, why things are not moving? Because you suffocate that side of you that needs to grow continuously, that comes from creativity, that comes from being connected with something bigger than yourself. And that is what we're doing here. This is what I want to be able to share with you. What I want you to really understand in the depth of who you are is that you are the source of everything that you want to create. So because, and why I did those programs? Because I stopped and I needed more clarity. And sometimes we feel like I know where I'm going. But when you really take time and contemplate, you start finding the space to make things more focused because it's clear where you want to go. You need to have a structure to help you, because sometimes when you are overwhelmed or things go fast or things go not the way you want them to, you feel sorry for yourself and you go back into the same phase where you started. So you always need to be able to have almost an impulsion of things or an energy that keeps you going, that keeps you feeling that you are in a progression, that you are in a trend of growth and evolution. And I needed to understand how to move at a different level. So I did those programs over and over and over. And so that was in 2021. And the following year, that's where I hosted my first live. Yeah, it was in 2022. I hosted my first masterclass live. And I didn't know what to expect from it, but what happened changed everything. The response, the energy, the impact, it was so powerful that I stopped questioning. I stopped even wondering how to do it, when to do it, what do and how, what people will say, will people will be here or not. That was not even part of what I was entertaining. And I realized something. This is the work. This is the way. And this is what the BAL method become. Not just a method. And I will tell you more about BAL method. BAL method is the believe, act, lead, is the whole process. It's what I have gone through to be able to elevate myself, to be able to create a new version of me that is stronger, that can hold all the space so that I can speak all around the world and feel that this is the vibe. This is what we are here for. This is what we are meant to be. We're meant to be a voice. We're meant to be to stand for what we believe. We're meant to be to share the service we provide. We're meant to be to talk about our product. We're meant to be structuring the visibility that it needs so that we can navigate through the digital world that we are in today. And so BAL method is not just a method. It's a space of generous transmission. Transmission of knowledge, of tools, of strategies, of mindsets, and of elevation, because together we are more powerful. Together we are more. Together we can make a difference. Together we can shift the whole frequency to more love, more focus, more excellence, more beauty. And this is what we want. And so I invite you to this 5-day where it is a space where I don't hold back, where I share what I know, what I have built, and what I continue to refine day after day. Because what I know, that what it feels like, I know what it feels to need it. And you know why? Because when I was trying to find a way again, I have been an entrepreneur since 2014. And it was nice and it worked well. And then there was a phase in my life where I lost everything and I had to recreate myself. And when you find yourself blocked with something, either for circumstances that are beyond your own control, something happens in the family, something happens in something that you don't know where it comes from. Thank you, Kathy, for saying that. I love you so much. They are amazing and they really transform us all, don't they? And so when you are faced with something difficult, it is good to be able to have a roadmap you can go back to, something that puts you back on track. And this masterclass is something, it's exactly what I needed. I needed something like this when I was trying to find clarity. I didn't sit on a corner. I'm like, maybe it's going to come from whatever. No, you have access to all this information and to all the knowledge. So don't do it on your own. Be part of something that is bigger. Be part of a network that holds your hand, and we get to have conversation like this, leaders to leader. And this is why I created this. I created this to teach. It's something I created to give you access to all this information, to the way I think, to the way I build, to the way I lead, because that is what changes everything. Sometimes we just need to get our lights ignited a bit more, and then you go on and let it shine even bigger. Let it overwhelm the planet even more. And it's okay. So this is why I invite you to be part of it. So what does it really take to build something that impacts millions? What? People think it's strategy. People think it's visibility or resources or money. But what I have seen, and again and again and again, it's something different. Because it's not about the millions, it's about the embodiment of the mission that can impact millions. So what I understood early on as Bal Method kind of channeled the whole approach of it and the title, but it was my own journey that I needed to believe in myself, that I needed to believe in the possibility of making a difference, that I need to believe that there is a way to get to the dream objective that I had in mind. I had in mind because I allowed myself at times to feel like, what if? Hello, Manal. I'm so happy you're with us as well. Welcome, welcome. So honored to have you. Please register with that so that you receive the workbook and you're going to be able to follow. So this is a pre-launch. We're starting officially on Wednesday, and you're going to see it's just beautiful. I will be teaching the behind the scene of creating mission that impact millions. And guess what? When we are focusing on that, the results is inevitable. The success is inevitable. The $1 million business becomes just a byproduct of the focus of what is it that you embody in, what mission, what is it that you are creating? How can I open my conscious mind and say, I want to impact not just 1, 2, 3, but 1 billion. I love that, Dr. Pauline well said. We have all we need, yet we often don't value the space we share as women in the world. Believe in self is key. Absolutely. Thank you so much for this. And it's absolutely spot on. And this is how it all started for me. It's like I needed to believe. But how can you believe when everything else tells you, that's not working? No, everything is crashed. There is nothing. There is no money. Actually, sometimes we are in debt, in very big debt, and you're like, how can I believe? But I still want you to believe, ladies. I really do. And can you please trust me and grab this invitation and decide that you're going to start fresh, like with all the wisdom you carry with you, with all the knowledge you have so far, with the situation as it is. Circumstances, they are what they are. Let's just accept them and let's build something different. Let's build something that is based on a new process for you. A new process in a sense, like whatever habits you had before, we're going to shift them. And we are starting with mindset on Wednesday, because the first phase, and well said, Dr. Paulina said it so eloquently, you got to change your way of valuing yourself and valuing this space where you navigate. And to be able to do that, it starts with the mindset. And this is why my program that I started with in 2021, it was all mindset. It was like, I was in awe by discovering that you can actually reprogram your mind. You can reprogram your subconscious mind, and you can rewrite a new story that becomes yours. But it takes patience. It takes having faith that it's going to work, even though there is no evidence. And this is where this game is different. That's why there is a blueprint for this Mission Million, because it's not like, okay, come and do 1, 2, 3, 4, but you do 1, 2, 3, 4, the results will not show as because you've done it, because it's not what you do that create the success. It's how you feel when you do what you do. And that's what makes a difference. And how you feel, it's your inner state. These are emotions. These are like what's happening in the bottom of me. This is like my conversation with myself. It's like me and me where nobody is watching. How do I treat myself? How do you talk to yourself? What do you think about yourself? What's the conversation inside you? And this is what determines the results you have around you. So when you think you are connected to the embodiment of a mission that can impact millions, you think differently, you decide differently, and you lead differently. And that differently is what we want to work on. So if you are ready, this is where we're stepping into. I have the most beautiful program. We have a playbook that comes with it, and that blue book that will become your blueprint. And the revenue, these are byproducts. They will come. It's inevitable. So we don't build for money. We build from mission, and money flows. I'm going to repeat that because this is very important. We don't build for money. We build from a mission that impacts millions because of what we believe, of our position, because you decide to, and money flows. So whatever you receive is correlated to the impact. You are ready to create, and you are ready to embody completely that identity in you that can hold it all together. And that's where the work comes in. So our job is not to go see what's the best strategy and do it, but it's to work on strengthening ourselves so that we can hold it all together. So the real problem is not that women lack ambition. Now you understand why I always say that. They don't like ideas. You have the most brilliant ideas. We're innovation. We have innovative ideas, creativity. We have all of that. But what is lacking is the alignment and the structure. So even we have a big vision, but they're not thinking, deciding, and acting at that level, we're off. We're at the lower level. So the vision stays far away. We need to become everything that is aligned to that vision. The way you breathe, the way you speak, the way you position yourself, the way you act, the way you engage, so that you can completely own it and embody what it comes with it. So yes, we get busy. That's true. There is a lot of gaps, and we're going to talk about these different gaps. So there's the identity gap, which is like you got to be in that level. Another one is the strategic gap, which is we are busy, but we're not building something scalable. You got to build something scalable. That's why we want to use the digital. When you want to use the IT, the AI, the technology, we have a whole module specifically for that. Because there has never been an easier time for women to be able to build something and scale it than today. And we want to be able to use all the tools that are available for us so that we can actually scale whatever we do and stand for it. So there is identity gap. This is the strategic gap. There is also capacity gap. You know why? Because when the results are not showing, what do? We're like, it's not working. Things don't work. There is uncertainty that shows up. Doubt start coming in. And what does it do? It brings that back again in our frequency. So we need to have the capacity and the ability to hold the void when there is no results. So the problem is not your potential. No. The problem is your capacity to hold it. We want to strengthen the capacity to hold it. And this is why there is a space every entrepreneur faces. Are you ready? Let me tell you what's the secret of all of this. Every entrepreneur, every leader, everyone who decides to be a spokesperson, a reference, an authority in your field, and I call it the void. And write it down. The void. It is the moment where you are doing the work, but results are not there yet. Clarity is not fully formed yet. You think, but it's not very clear. And things feel uncertain. Things feel uncertain from what you do, but also what you receive, how you are perceived, how it's just not clear. And everyone faces that space. So most of the people, they step back at that level. They doubt, they slow down, they're like, this is not working, maybe I should go do something else. They come back to do whatever they used to be doing, which could be nothing. So they disconnect. They disconnect from the dream. They disconnect from the vision. They disconnect from the mission. They disconnect from the role they are here to play. And that moment, it's the most determinant, and that's what makes a difference between people. Because leaders, they stay, they refine, they keep moving, they keep on believing. Dr. Paulina, that's what says, belief in self is the key. You cannot lose that, because the moment you lose it, you come back to the doubt, to the disconnect, and then all the thing you've built, it's like you multiply that by zero, you got to start again. You have to trust the process. And how can you trust the process? So the success, the key to all of this, the success is defined by how you behave in the void. So my question to you today is like, what do you do when things are not showing the results yet? What do you do? Do you just say, okay, this is not working, so let me just go back and cover my head and it's not, nothing is coming up of this. Oh, let me change. Something is not working. Something is wrong with me. Or trying to look at the others. I'm like, maybe it's not doing this well. Maybe this is not working well. And trying to judge and criticize everyone. What do we do to hold the void? That's where everything is. And this is what we will be working on. We will be working on how can you be strong enough to be able to be so busy, stay focused, and carry on no matter what. Elevated so that if something comes and everything brings you back to the lower frequency, you stay aligned with the goal achieved you, with the identity that is aligned with who you want to be, with the role you're playing, with the mission that impact millions. You gotta be another identity, because if you knew it today, you'll be at the 7-figure and 8-figure sphere. Yes. But which means that we still have work to do. Let's do it. Let's go. We have space. We want to create wealth. Money in the hands of women is good for the world. And this is a space where we want to do it, not by focusing on the money, but by focusing on the impact you are creating, by imagining, by opening your consciousness, by opening your imagination that, yes, what you do is so important. And it is. And it is for you, for the tens around you, 100 around you, thousands around you, and millions around you. So this is why I created a blueprint. It's to give you that structure, because building at this level requires alignment with 5 key elements: the mindset, how you think; the strategy, how you build, because it has to be resilient. It's like we need to navigate with a strong resilience. And I don't mean patience in being hurt and being disappointed and blah, 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 blah. No, I just mean continuous strengthening of who you are. It needs how you sustain the business. Sustainable businesses is about the economic resilience that keeps you sustained. Hello, Nala. So good to see you. It needs also you, and here's an incredible tech woman who's navigating through tech, is to be able to scale. And scale today, it's a tool. Digital and AI use that. You can create agents. You can navigate through the whole technology. So we have a whole module focused on that. And it needs financial power. And financial power is your financial literacy. A lot of women are blocked because of this gap between their positioning and what they need to be knowing. And mentorship exists. We have those master classes. But what is the structure? How can you build? How can you become that woman that holds a mission that impacts millions? And Dr. Pauline says so nicely, keep focused, explore the winds of change in the void, and recalibrate with the mission you know is your truth. Exactly. And I love your work, Dr. Pauline, and the compass you put together. This is where we need it. And it's so incredible, because when you are inside the void, you need when you are inside the void, you need to be able to strengthen yourself. I say, yes, folks, let's go. Yes, I love that. I love this motivation. Let's go. We're creating something beautiful. Truly, this is a new masterclass. I never taught all the material that I'll be teaching it in it. And it's really hands-on. It's not like fluffy energetics and everything. It's all of it. It's energetics and mindset, because without that, forget it. Success is not what you do. It's how you feel when you do what you do. And how you feel when you do what you do, if it carries the baggages from the past, if it carries the hurt from the past, if it's like if somebody tells you something, you get triggered still, you got to work on that. You can't be triggered when you are a leader at a creating impact for millions. You got to be strong. You have to be able to notice when it's the little girl in you or little child in you that reacts and lead the way, and when it's you, mature, wise, the one that can forgive, the one that can elevate, the one that can let go of things and carry on, the one that when you speak, you're not here to punish or judge the other, but you're here because you're building something together. And you're here because your standards are high, and standards are really uplifted and high. So when there is this alliance, your business becomes structured. Your growth, thank you so much. Your business becomes structured. Your growth becomes undeniable. Your growth becomes intentional. Your impact becomes scalable. Do you see? Why? Because what you do, it reverberates through everything. The impact you do when you elevate one person, that person will elevate the family, the new generation. And this is exactly why Mission Million Blueprint is here. I think it was blocked. So this is not something I created randomly. It comes from years of experience. It comes from deep work with my one-on-one clients and also my masterminds. And so good, so happy. See you very soon. I love you too, Nala. You are the best, Habibti. And most importantly, it's helping them. It comes from building strategy, positioning, leadership in different areas. I worked in the multinational, international sphere at the World Bank. That was my first job after my PhD from Harvard. I went directly to the World Bank in Washington because I was fascinated with setting up strategies, elevating, having a world with zero poverty. There was the slogan at the time with Jem Wolfenson, and it was something that just spoke into the depth of who I am. And I felt part of this mission that touches billions. And it was so rewarding. It felt good to be part of that energy. I worked also in the public sector, setting up strategies at the national level, at the regional level, at the sectorial level, and also in the private sector, in management, managing funds, investing in startups, in innovation, helping women. And today, as a mentor for elites and women leaders from around the world, I have see directly what is it that help a woman grow, what is it that is missing and we need to work more on. So most important of all this, what I've focused on is helping women become who they can be to hold what they are building. It's not about building businesses, it's building the women that can hold these businesses, that can do it through the ups and downs of the environment, of the economic and LDS, like changes that we see continuously, because that's what it is, that's life. And to be able to be strong enough to tweak structure, change the structure, set up the right strategy, tweak the strategy, and carry on. So this is your entry point, a space to think differently, to structure differently, and to lead differently. So if that speaks to you, I'd love for you to share it with your community. You can share this live. You can share it on LinkedIn, share it on YouTube, share it on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. And you can share it. And let's have more women join us, because this is the time for us. This is our time. This is our time. This is where we have access to more than 2 billion connected to the digital platform. This is a time where we can have all the knowledge and the financial literacy we need to scale and to be able to manage money, manage business, and to rewrite our story with money. Because a lot of blockage are often our ability to hold it or not hold it. And it's time where we have what it takes to reprogram our mind. You know, the first time I discovered that I get to change the thoughts that are coming into my head, I was like, what? We have all that power and no one told us that? Not in school, nothing. Yes, I want to be this woman. We all want to be this woman. I love it, Kati. And that's what we're here for. We are becoming these incredible women because it's our space to create leaders that can speak the same language and elevate more leader, because this is a language of love. This is a language of care. This is a language of excellence. And excellence to me, it's not perfection. Excellence to me is doing what you do with love. Finding love in what you do. Sometimes I get women that says, yeah, but I don't love what I have to do. It's like repetitive. It's like, find something you love in what you do. And the only way you can find something you love in what you do is when you connect it to the service you provide and to the impact you create to a human being. So, and everything we do, everything can be turned into a service provided to a human being. Everything, whatever sector you are, finance, banking, teaching, products, cosmetics, food business, agro business, industry, service business, sports business, well-being, mentorship, coaching, everything can be turned into the human in the center, and it's the service you provide, and you find love, and you do it with love. The impact is beyond what you can even imagine. So if you feel this resonates, if you know you are meant to build to the higher level, if you're not registered, thanks a lot, Ganga. I'm so happy you're here with us. Make sure you register because we send in the workbook. We will follow it day after day. From today, we're meeting on Wednesday at the same time. So this is not about more information. It's about stepping into a different level of leadership. And it is time to step into that different level. Hello, Alison. So good to see you. So more money is not a goal. Money is the result of alignment. That's what it is. This is what we want to keep in our mind. We're not talking about million because we want to focus on building the $1 million business, because what we want to focus on is creating an impact to millions. And that brings results that are aligned with those millions. You want to become the woman that can hold all of it and can hold all of it and not be overwhelmed by it. And also, I love that, Dr. Pauline. Thank you, Salma. So powerful and inspiring. I'm so happy you can be with us. Yes, I believe women have the power to co-create a new harmonious future based on a woman-centric perspective. Yes, inviting wise men to join us. Absolutely. And they are all very welcome. And we function the same way, actually. Just that I love to speak to women because of all the heritage we carry in us. And we carry a lot of suffering through the years, through patience through the years, and it just somehow it feels we need to be inside those conversations. They are music to our heart. They are a moment where, yes, it feels like you recognize yourself. Nothing that I say is something you never heard. Nothing. I'm not here because you don't know that stuff. No, I'm just here to remind you of the incredible you that you have inside of you. I'm here to remind you that the power is in you, and don't you ever doubt it. Don't you ever let anyone bring it down, and you included. You don't let it down. You use yourself to power up and to carry on day after day, because the journey is long, but the journey is beautiful when you choose to see it as such. Hello, Shorok. Hello, Siham. I see an incredible woman joining us. So your vision is not too big. Never, never. It's just that sometimes the structure is too small. And that's why we want to recalibrate that together. Because growth requires capacity, not just strategy. As a strategist for many years, I'm telling you, every strategy works. But what you want is something that fits you, aligned with who you want to be and who you're becoming. So I'm just so excited. This is going to be incredibly beautiful. It's a conversation that I've been longing for because I love to take my hat as a businesswoman, as a leader, and it just feels good. It's beyond just reprogramming your mindset. But why are we doing it? We're doing it because we want every woman to be able to hear that. We want every woman to be able to program herself and create the life she dreams about and the life she deserves to have. You want to be able to do that. So it takes all these 5 elements that we will be diving into together. So are you excited? Send me some emojis. I'm really happy about it. I see already hearts in Instagram. Yes, yes. I'm so excited. This is going to be a beautiful moment together. We're going to meet every day. We're going to keep it around 45 minutes. I won't go more than an hour. That's, I promise. But the subject sometimes is really, really important. And I have so much things to say because really want you to feel that you get in a lot of knowledge with this and understanding. But so please check your emails. Please share with your community. Let's have more women join us. I want to have new faces that can be with us. I will be talking about the your business, your positioning, how you can strengthen yourself, how you can have all the tools that are required for you to carry that mission, to hold that mission, and to stand on it as something that is easy and aligned with who you are. And also, what I would love to also do is that so we will meet on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be speaking also about the network on Sunday. So I'll speak about the G100 as well, and see how you can also understand the importance of being inside a big network. But I will also make an invitation to whoever wants to go in depth in working with us and with me and with my incredible team and inside a mastermind that we are starting by the end of April, and it's 6 months together. So I will be extending that invitation as well for whoever wants to be with us. So that's gonna be I will do that throughout at the end of the masterclass. So yes, it's gonna be a beautiful opportunity to know more about these tools, about how the work is done, about mentorship, about elevation, about building new businesses, building a big mission that is big, and holding the space for it, and be bold enough to be to stand as a leader that can own it completely without feeling intimidated, without needing validation from no one, from nobody, and being strong so that nothing can impact you. And nothing can create anything for you. So I send you so much love. I love you. Thank you for being with me today. And I look forward to an incredible journey together. This is going to be very special, and I'm very excited about this masterclass. So we will start officially on Wednesday. Watch your email. You will be receiving our workbook. And, I said it earlier, it's like the first masterclass like this live I did was in 2022. And today I was looking back, I was like, oh, look at this little chicken nugget. How could she? What I was doing it. And it's just so nice to see how, we elevate through this journey, and we elevate by doing. But when the heart is there, everything you get to share is beautiful, and it felt the same. It is felt the same way. And this is what I want to activate in you, so that you can stand on the role that you play and really play it fully and see what magic can come through it. And so I'm going to leave you with one mantra. Let's all repeat it together. We're so ready to receive all the magic there is to receive from the universe and from the God zone, from the infinite intelligence, from everything that is. And you don't know what comes through our way. See you then on Wednesday. Bye, everyone. And thank you for being with me. And please share it with your community. Bye.